And it is like, okay, pushing bot, we have Elise Renekton, and we have M&S on the thing that he was just getting constant solo kills in Academy. Like, you can make an entire highlight reel just out of his LeBlanc play.
I love both these drafts. They are two early game oriented teams, not about team fighting. This is about lane dominance, a lot of skill matchups. This is kind of the gauntlet being thrown down by both teams, and one of them is going to break.
Nicely done.
Oh, no, goodbye.
Yeah, Blabber has the blue buff. Blabber was able to steal that one away, but now he's got to get out. Never mind, they're just baiting the Guardians in. Cloud9 ready for the fight. It's first blood back to Berserker as M&S and Gory will continue their square off their 1v1 back here in the mid lane. M&S with the fancy feet, sidestepping all around Gory's shot.
But especially when you get that early first blood, it's going to be such a powerful laning phase now.
River looking for M&S in mid. Sonic Wave, resonating strike. They pop the passive, but they won't get any more. Now Gory's got to disengage it. Blabber finds a cocoon. River eats a little bit of damage, but Gory's ready to fire back.
Blabber sticking around to help with the wave.
Yeah, but M&S is so low. Okay, now he can stay around. Now they got that Nami heal, the Aerie shield. So they bring the extra member, because I was going to say, they're kind of playing with fire here.
Whoa.
And the Ignite is going to be dropped there. That was a small Ignite. He's just dead.
That was goofy.
Gory has just been magnificent for the Golden Guardians so far in this series. And here's another example. Yeah, both junglers, both supports are here, but M&S wanted the minions, and as soon as he goes in, auto ignite, Aerie proc, goodbye. Nami can only watch and throw the bubble.
Unfortunately, the bubble doesn't put out the fire, and that means bad news for LeBlanc as they want to find the Renekton and Elise combo, but Fudge is stunned before he can use the Ruthless Predator to lock down Licorice's cannon. They go for the dive anyway. Fudge has to back away. Licorice goes in to finish off. Licorice makes it a 1-for-1. Stick to him and hunt him down.
Exactly, found the angle and now finds Blabber!
Beautifully done, right out of the fog. Along came a spider, and she has to scurry back underneath that tier 1 turret.
Golden Guardians are still coming, even with the turret there, making them run to the other half of the map. Meanwhile, Berserker does trade out his ulti.
Stixxay's not done. He rides the wall to continue the chase as Sven tries to stop him with the tidal wave. Bubble right back onto Stixxay, but now he receives the wild growth to make sure there's no danger. Golden Guardians want to get this shoved up. Gory's in trouble, avoids the damage from the chain, but the CC and the follow-up from Blabber is there, or is it? Blabber gets the kill, but it was really close.
Perfect timing on the cocoon from Blabber there, picking people off, bursting people down even under tower.
Look at that damage from Berserker's Lucian.
I mean, this is kind of League of Legends you love to watch, where it's going to be all about execution here. Who can hit those skill shots? Who can make those plays happen? Because anyone can be picked off.
Nice, they go in on Blabber to burst him down, and River gets the kill. Both sides thought they had the better situation, but it's Golden Guardians who strike first. Retreat away as Gory approaches. Stixxay's eating a full culling. Berserker with the Gale Force execution. You wanted to see the MVP? There he is.
Right on your screen, and Licorice trying to escape from Fudge, but the Prowler's Claw follows.
Prowler's Claw to keep him on top of the vulnerable enemy laner, and Blabber shows up to guarantee it.
And that was the in retreat, because that would have given time for Fudge to come back. But here it is one more time. This is that mid-game spike you can play around. Mandate, the speed up from the W. I think he hits legit every bullet here. That is just really well played by Berserker. Wait till that final moment as Stixxay tries to flash out. Gale Force execute. Those bolts are coming for you.
They certainly are, and look at that.
Golden Guardians summoning up the Herald in mid lane, bringing in the teleport as well. Gory wants to come in from behind. Golden Guardians look for the angle. Everfrost onto 3. The engage comes through. Gory goes back over the wall. Now rejoining the rest of the Guardians as the Herald collides into the tier 1 turret. Golden Guardians go for the move, but they don't get anybody.
Watching the game between the Ahri with multiple ult charges and the Prowl. Oh!
River, he gets jumped on. M&S kills the enemy jungler, and it's C9 who picked the man they need to pick.
That is big right with Dragon there to grab as the follow-up prize here. They get that big kill on the enemy jungler. M&S wants more!
M&S flashes early to guarantee the root on the chain, but Fudge can't get there in time to follow it up and get the kill. Now, okay, Golden Guardians, you're down about 1,000 gold, but it's the Drakes that are the big problem at this point in the game. Licorice face checking the LeBlanc. tanky enough to not worry about the immediate burst, but now Fudge is coming up too. Licorice tries to disengage, but Blabber's coming in to catch him. He repels up to close the gap as Licorice uses Slicing Maelstrom defensively, but he won't take the jungler with him.
Pure physical damage threat.
I love it. It's going to be the most mobile crocodile you've ever seen. With the Prowler's Claw mobility as well as the speed from Force of Nature.
C9, they find some damage onto River, but not enough. Considering they're down 3v4, Fudge gets a solo kill on Licorice in the bottom lane.
Has had, and there's the Force of Nature completed off that. The early chunk was heavily in the favor here of Licorice, and he tries to kite it out well as this ulti is popped, but I assume Slice and Dice Prowler's Claw more than enough to actually close that gap.
Yeah. He was able to chunk off the bone plating as well right at the beginning.
And the Force of Nature now completed exactly like you were talking about, Isaac.
Yeah.
Scary stuff. If you're trying to deal with this crocodile, he's very resilient now to the damage of both those solo laners and can continue to disrupt in these fights. Stixxay is having a tough game as Licorice tries to get away from Blabber. Slicing Maelstrom used defensively. Berserker kills him in the air, and Cloud9 keeps the gravy train rolling. River's gonna die next, and Berserker gets a double kill.
Looks like the Cloud9 that finished first in the LCS. Licorice, though, he dodges the cocoon, goes in, he gets chunked out very heavily, and MNS plus Berserker with the Gale Force follows it through to kill the little Yordle as he's blast coning away. Then they chase through. Sven with the Nami ultimate.
It's not going to happen, so they have to just give it over, and now your job becomes that much harder with these Mountain Soul shields on Cloud9. Look at MNS!
Look at Licorice, you can't! He's gone, he's dead, 45 seconds. MNS having a very nice game here so far. 2-1-3, absolutely fearless on the LeBlanc this game, as now they find some CC on Huhi, some burst on River, a kill for Berserker, and no counterpunch for the Golden Guardians. Stixxay's about to die, and MNS writes his epitaph as Gory retreats back to the Nexus turret. The inhibitor falls bottom lane. C9, 5 men strong versus only 3 Golden Guardians left standing. Gory is eviscerated, and Fudge cuts him in half. Now C9's just looking to end the game, but River and Licorice are trying to defend. Second Nexus turret falls. Golden Guardians still have to try to keep fighting. River and Licorice versus the world. River's very low. Berserker's determined to just kill the Nexus. And Cloud9 go to match point.
Cloud9.